What's going on? It's Scott here from International Safety. What we're doing today, we're going to talk a little bit about some 3M N95 masks, differences between each one, looking at all medical grade ones, personal use, as well as construction use. So let's dive in a little bit deeper and start looking at these masks. One thing we recommend before we dive into any of these options and before you actually pick one option that might work best for you is to be fit tested on a mask. All of these masks are great if they fit you properly. So the first one I'm just going to kind of talk about briefly is the standard kind of 8210. Pre-COVID, this was probably the most popular N95 mask used outside of the medical field. More a construction grade dust type mask. Kind of your two straps on the back. You got a form-fitting nose cup. 8210 comes in a vented version and a non-vented version. Biggest benefit to the vented version simply just being you have that exhalation port on the front. If you're wearing glasses, safety glasses in conjunction with your mask, it's great to have. So the next two masks I'm going to kind of talk similarly and at the same time about are the 9210 and the 1870 Plus. So looking at both these masks kind of head on, they both look very similar, and actually there's not too many major differences between the two. But I'm going to talk about what those differences are. The 9210 Plus has really no fluid resistance in it, so not suitable for a medical environment where you're going to have either blood spatter or other bodily fluids actually splattering towards your face. So in addition to the fluid resistance, the other big difference on this is really the way that they affix to your head. So the 9210 Plus has more of it's like a cloth headband, so it won't pull your hair. Good for if you're just wearing it, again, for general use. You're not wearing any type of head covering in an operating room or any other type of medical environment. Because the rubber, I find, it will pull your hair a little bit, and you'll be kind of readjusting it often on the back of your head. Now, both of these, when you open them up, you'll see here, again, look very similar. So you got a foam nose piece. Foam nose piece is great for holding that tight fit on the top of your nose if you have to wear any type of PPE on your eyes, or you just wear glasses in general. And then the other big benefit to both these masks is this tab here. So if you're wearing the mask, it makes it easier to get that proper fit under your chin without actually having to put your hands inside the mask and contaminate the inside of the mask. So like I said, both of these masks are an N95 mask. Those are the major differences between them. If you're not in a medical environment, you probably don't need the 1870 Plus. You probably can get away with the 9210 Plus. If you're in a medical environment, operating room, or even in the field as a fire EMS or police officer, the 1870 might be the better option for you if you're actually administering first aid to a person where you'll have bodily fluids present. So next one I'll talk about quickly here is the 9211 Plus. And again, you'll notice it looks very similar to both of these. You kind of have that oval type shape on the front of your face. Big difference to this one is the exhalation valve on it. The back is almost pretty much the exact same as the 9210 Plus. Same kind of cloth, more head straps, neck straps. And then when you open it up, you'll notice, again, almost the exact same. You're just going to see that exhalation valve in the 9211. Now the 9211, the benefit of that exhalation valve is really, again, if you're wearing any type of eye protection or just glasses in general, you're not going to get any fogging because all your breath is going to exhale through that exhalation port on the front. Now, one thing to mention, 9211 Plus is good for personal protection, but if you're worried about any type of source control, so anyone around you, the 9211 would not be any benefit because of that exhalation port on the front. You're not filtering your exhalation, you're only filtering your inhalation. So the 9211 is good for personal protection, but not source control for those around you. So the next one I'll talk about is the 1860. So 1860, again, was a popular one through COVID. Again, that kind of more dome fitting like your 8210. But the key difference between this one and the 8210 is your fluid resistance. So the blue protective coating on the front, as well as some other interior properties, allow for that proper fluid resistance. So again, good in a medical, surgical, dental environment where fluid resistance is a big concern. And again, you have that metal kind of form-fitting band on the nose with a foam strip on the inside. So this last one here I'm going to talk about is the 1804 and 1804S. Both similar masks, both have the exact same properties. 1804 is just the standard fit size, and the 1804S is the small fit size. Your 1804 and your 1804S are going to be very similar to your 9105 and 9105S from 3M. Biggest difference between the two options, similar to these ones, your 1804 and 1804S are meant for healthcare and surgical environments because they have that fluid resistance barrier built into the mask, whereas your 9105 and 9105S do not have any fluid resistance built in, so more meant for kind of industrial and personal protection as well. Now opening this one up, you'll notice it's very different from all of these options here. More of a cone shape on the face, and then these rubber straps on this one, because it's the surgical one, go behind your head and behind your neck. You have a metal strip inside this mask to fit to your nose. So again, those were some of the more popular options that we have in front of us here from 3M. Lots of other options available. If you have an industry-specific question for your application, feel free to reach out to us at internationalsafety.com. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.